some really good, expensive smoothies, $10 smoothies. And we're going back in for day 2. Day 2's goal is to kind of, now that we know the layout, we're gonna start to talk to a little bit more. I have a few things that I wanna get. I'm really interested in the air tether. I don't know if that's called, from Tether Tools. I want a new holster from Yeah, grab one. And that's it. I'm gonna shoot Jamie on a couple things and hang out. But I went on Facebook last night and kind of asked people, hey, is anybody noticing that nobody's really here? And we got reminded of all the people that used to be here, that were here, and a lot of the companies aren't here. So this video, we're not gonna be spending much more time here today. Last year, I remember coming the second day, finding out that I could shoot and print and being very excited, and then spending the next day shooting and printing before I actually went to the airport. The times are also shorter as well this year, but it's still a good spot, so let's see what we got. We're gonna hang out.
So, see you again this year.
Okay, so I got some more information on this, and I have show specials, 10% off. Code is WPPI 2020. They don't sell it here, but they have it at a couple different vendors, so we're gonna grab that. But I'm very excited about this, guys. So this is the Air Direct. I can shoot. It has its own battery power. It creates its own Wi-Fi onto your computer, so it doesn't generate anything from the camera itself. Multi-camera uses. I don't have to go into my camera settings to create a Wi-Fi, which was the biggest thing with Sony that didn't really work. And you get an L bracket, and you have to put a little dongle thing on the side, and it sits on the side of my camera, which is even cooler. It makes it look a little bit cooler than it is. And I can shoot, and he says raw in their testing is anywhere from 3 to 12 seconds. I'm gonna have to test if I shoot 1 card raw, 1 card JPEG, which I don't really wanna do because I shoot raw to both and I back it up. I just wanna be able to plug and play and do it. But if it's 3 to 12 seconds, guys, it's fine. Like, I'm okay with it. 3 seconds it shows up, and he says as you're shooting, it'll show up. So if you shoot quick, boom, 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 and it's buffering, just know that it'll still show up onto your Lightroom or your Capture One or whatever, but it might take a second. But really, if your client's sitting there and you're taking a picture, you wait 3 seconds. What do you think? Cool. Take it, and they can see it, and it shows up on Lightroom as well. Saves to memory card, and I believe saves to your Lightroom as well. Just like tethering before. If you guys have never tethered before, you can tether to your computer. You can actually even take an HDMI from your computer to a giant screen TV. So imagine somebody sitting in a side room and you have it attached there. They can actually watch it on a couch as things are coming. So tethering's the way to go. Also, when I'm shooting for large commercial clients, usually it's 5 or 6 people on a marketing team behind a laptop, looking at it, adjusting for me, critiquing, telling hair and makeup what to do. So I don't really get to show them the back of my camera anymore on that little screen, and it looks a little less professional. So Tether Tools, I will be doing an unboxing. They did ask me to send them that information when they do that because they need some user-generated content. So you guys will be seeing that, because when companies ask for stuff like this, that's what I'm gonna be doing, because at least they care about it, right? Cool. All right, guys, so it is Thursday. It is the last day of WPPI. We decided to bounce early. We went through WPPI about 3 to 4 hours every single day through the expo, and we got some great stuff. So I have a bunch of stuff here that I'm gonna kind of go through as quickly as I can to kind of tell you guys what I liked and what I didn't like about everything. Mostly what I liked about it. So this is the stuff that I'm deciding to keep to take home. You get bags and bags of stuff, and it makes it happen. Overall, WPPI was fun. I got to take my daughter here. We got to go and do some amazing things around the area, show her kind of Vegas, visit the Stratosphere, had some amazing all-you-can-eat sushi, and it was a good experience to kind of come around. The expo itself, following the forums, talking to the vendors, talking to the people, yes, it's a lot smaller, but there's still great content out there. There's still great instructors that are teaching, different instructors, new instructors, people that we haven't seen before, and that kind of makes it nice. People also aren't pushing so much product onto you that you only hear product, which I've done in the past, and I have to agree, I do like that. But I did notice that it was just a lot smaller. It was a lot quicker to walk through things, and the attendance, though, was smaller. So I don't know how to feel about that. It was easier for me to walk up and talk to vendors, because before there was always a line, but there was also more people working those booths in order to make it happen. Nobody was really in the middle of the aisles pushing you to go in and actually use their stuff, try their stuff. There was less giveaways, so less of be here at 1, be here at 2, be here at 3, and do a giveaway. I do remember the app last year, every so often, every like 20 minutes, something would pop up on my pop-ups and say, hey, they're doing a giveaway here, get here soon.
I got maybe 3 pop-ups the whole time saying, hey, karaoke's happening tonight, hey, free entry into a club or whatever. So that was different, and I wasn't part of the giveaways. Like, I never win the giveaways anyways, but it would have been cool just to have a couple more giveaways just to feel like I was a little bit more part of it. And I did miss that B&H middle photo thing. I did miss the more bring your own camera, bring your friend and shoot them and test out some lights. Even though we did that with Jeramie, we weren't focused on shooting, because I spent one whole day doing that last time, and it was amazing in order to test out the new Canon, the new Sony at the time, new lenses. And that's actually how I became a Sony shooter, was borrowing a Sony and trying it out live at WPPI. And then I ended up selling my Canons, bought my Sonys, figured it all out, and went that route. So that's that. So WPPI, totally worth it. I probably will be back next year. They're moving to the Mirage next year, and it'll be in March instead of February. So if we can plan it accordingly, then I can make the expo and probably a couple of the shows. I didn't do that this year for obvious reasons, but we're going to go through my bag of stuff. So I collect a lot of these bags. I have a ton of these bags. I use them for like post office stuff, but I'm going to kind of go through them and show you guys what I got, what I didn't get. Okay. So this is just the bag. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Tether Tools. I actually got a card from one of the guys at Tether Tools, because since I am making content for them, they asked me to send it to them. So I bought the Air Link, Air Direct, Air thing. I have it in here, so I'll show you guys in a second. Tether Tools is awesome, awesome company, and being able to show your work from shooting to the computer, and then you can HDMI that to a TV or an iPad or whatever, and people can actually see your work as you're shooting it. It's a bigger screen rather than the LCD, and it's less chimping for your client to be able to chimp on the side, because they don't want to chimp at all. Drive Savers, guys. Amazing company just to have, right? You never actually want to use them, but they're there. It's like insurance, but not insurance. So if anything ever happens to your hard drive, these are the people you send it to. They have labs and labs and labs, different levels of cleaning and helping and finding, and they can actually go through all of your hard drives and find missing things. In fact, I made a whole video of how I lost 4 hard drives. I mentioned that to them because I didn't call them, but Macworama already had it, and they said that, hey, if I still want to send it in, they can find more things, which I don't need anymore at this point. There's nothing in my mind that I can get that I didn't get off of them, but if that ever happened, I know there's a backup. It is pretty pricey, but insurance will cover this from what I know. MagMod. So I ended up ordering another MagMod Pro kit here. I already have a Mag box, and but this comes with the diffuser, the focus diffuser, which is like a grid, and it comes with some gels and a carrying case. So this will give me 2 of them, which is cool. Normally this was $500. I got it for $375, so $125 off. Is that 25% off? Great sale, but you guys know this. I mean, if you guys follow my videos, I use a ton of MagMod everything. So great company. Definitely anytime you can visit them, talk to them. They have examples and showing, and you know what, actually the weird thing to me this year was there's so many people that didn't know who they were, that every time I would just walk up waiting to buy something or listen to like Justin talk or whatever, so many people were like, what is this? How does this work? And I'm like, how do you not know how this works at this point? This is like, it's everywhere, right? Oh, colored smoke products. So guys, we use colored smoke for a lot of things. They actually had a booth this year. It was a very small booth. I don't even think they needed like a full booth, but basically you pull the cab and smoke comes up. If you guys don't know what this is, it's freaking amazing. So the company is called, this is just their product. I have a thing on it. I think it's like Smoke Tools. I'll get to it, but this is just their list of smokes. They have 60, 90-second smokes. I actually have a set already at home that I bought through their website a couple months ago, but it's 90 seconds, and they have double smoke where smoke comes out from both sides, and then they have like this giant smoke where you actually need some sort of license for it, and but it'll like fill up a stadium, they said. So basically you put it on the ground and it just like smoke everywhere. So super cool. We won this Focus tripod. So we actually won 2 of them, but I don't know where the second one is. Here's 2. So I got 2 of these little tripods, great for vlogging. I mean, they're not the best ones, but they're good for vlogging in the meantime. I always grab these WPPI specials here. They actually let this go until the 2nd. So I have valid through March 1st. So I have actually a couple more days to go through this. I like to just go through B&H's just to see what's out there, because a lot of the companies weren't here this year. And sometimes I actually purposely don't research anything just so I can see it in person of what's going on. So B&H is always here. They do amazingly well. They actually have a card that you can get that requires no, you don't need insurance. Drive savers, just little things for the kids when they get home. Photoflashdrive.com. I've been using photoflashdrive.com for years. This is 25% off. One order plus free shipping, which is huge, guys. If you do bulk orders with them, I usually order 10 drives and 10 boxes at the same time. Could be anywhere from $200 to $300. 25% is huge. There was another company there as well, but this one, I already have my engraving set with them or printing set with them. They have a lot of cool things. They actually had this cool box that I showed you guys earlier that you can put videos or slideshows in. I was really contemplating getting that for vendors. I'm not there yet with that because a lot of my vendors actually have books that I make from Kiss. But I think next year I'm going to pull that trigger and buy a bunch of those, and then per vendor give them these little drive books